What's up, Twitch? How are you all? All right, let's join our players. Hey, everybody! Say hi to Twitch.
Hi again, Twitch.
Hi again.
I'm back.
Oh god, she's back. We're all doomed.
Hi, Twitch.
Got her.
All right, so you guys are all generally in the Fearless Wolf, are you not? Anyone not in the Fearless Wolf right now?
Raph.
Ileana,
Okay.
she was in the Arcana.
So how do you both get to the Fearless Wolf?
Actually, Freya will, over the green pearl, say, Ileana, can you come to the Fearless Wolf, please?
Oh, of course, Sifri. Coming right now.
Raph is probably getting kicked out of the temple of, Almeda for pestering the priest.
Likely.
And everyone for information because, yeah, it's Raph. So he's probably getting kicked out of the temple of the person he actually worships. So he's probably going to end up at the Fearless Wolf in kind of a sulky mood.
All right, so the door opens as Ileana enters. A few minutes pass by as Raph eventually makes his way in, sitting at the bar. Freya, you are having a discussion with a number of individuals right now, are you not?
Yes, I am.
All right, get into it.
So she currently has Antlin, Ethan, Fitz, Nancy, and a bunch of people are with her. She has just actually handed over a pair of navigational charts over to Throd, who is trundled on his way upstairs to go to bed. But she looks at pretty much everybody there and says, the place that Oxton was able to find is called the Slys Archipelago. It's a small island, but it's incredibly militant, and it's known for its mercenary work. In order for us to be able to actually move around the island, we're going to have to talk to the commander first and basically gain his permission to move about. We're going to have to bring an offering. He likes trophies, gold, other rare things. I'm planning on bringing at least a healer's kit, a 100 gold pieces worth of diamond dust, 2 greater healing potions, and a day's worth of healing and medical checks for his people as an offering, and see if you guys want to add to that, by all means, I'd be more than happy to accept such things.
Nancy motions to the 2 flintlocks she's got. And she's like, they're not mine. He can have these if he wants them.
Anson will, pause and sit on the stool that he's at, thinking a bit, and he's like, and he remembers about Thrad. He's like, didn't your dragonborn friend that left earlier have a giant dragon head of some sorts?
Nancy laughs. You're not going to get that off him.
He's worth a try.
Then leans forward and says, if all else fails, I can bring my mithril armor. And if it comes to it, I'll be willing to part with it.
Oh, Kay raises his hand.
She looks over at Kay and goes, yes, Kay.
He runs upstairs and
You cut out.
Huh?
You cut out. He runs upstairs.
Oh. He runs upstairs. He comes down a moment later with a bag full of things. In said bag are 2 tricorns, 2 toy flintlocks, 2 stuffed unicorns, a tiara.
She shakes her head and literally says,
Nancy laughs.
As adorable as those things are, Kay, I think they'd get you killed.
Aw.
Raph offers up 2 potions of water breathing.
Oh, what about this? And he holds up a gem worth 50. It's an onyx worth 50 gold.
That might work. Thank you, Kay.
Nancy's also. I've got a gold pearl worth about 100 gold pieces and a carnelian worth about 50. I've also got some gold and silver bars if we really need it, and a couple of potions of water breathing.
Okay,
how much gold?
Hold on. How much was that onyx worth?
50. 50 gold. 50.
Okay, got it.
How much gold was Freya gonna pitch in? Did she say again?
She didn't actually. She
100
said
gold
she was
pieces
pitching
worth.
in 100 gold pieces worth of diamond dust
Okay, then.
And,
because she knows it's hard to come by.
Oh, sorry. Continue.
If it comes with it, I also have a diamond worth 100 pieces.
She actually shakes her head, looks at you, and says, "Hold on to that. We may actually need it."
Raph
I know. I'm just saying. I'm just letting you know I have it on my person.
Raph takes out 10 platinum pieces and puts them in there.
Kay will actually put 2 of his marbles in there.
She looks at the marbles, very confused.
You like crush them? Lots of water everywhere.
Ah, the dust of dryness.
Yes, marble of wetness.
Anselin will take out 200 gold pieces out of his coin purse.
So what it is precisely is you crush the marble. 15
Thanks
gallons
for
or
the
15
host,
liters? 15.
Warden.
15
Gallons. That's all he's
Okay.
Gallons. Okay.
15
so-
gallons of water.
And that's 200 gold pieces, you said?
Yeah.
Okay.
Hope you're writing this down.
Ileana will run up to her room and grab one of the candlesticks that she bought at the fair and bring it down.
Okay. What does it do?
It's magic. It makes light so that you can see.
Let there be light and there is light.
It's actually a magical candle.
Oh.
Not just a regular candle, which also creates light. Figured I should clarify that for you.
And yes, I have been writing all of this down.
Madfish has what that one does because it was one of her trinkets. Trinkets are like
And,
that.
Kara comes over as you guys are. Anyone need drinks? Or you guys all set? I mean, he's a large gathering of Avengers, so his interests are, you pique his interest.
She smiles over at Carrick and waves and says, "We're actually going to the Slys archipelago."
Ah, an interesting place that.
You've been, I take it.
A few times, yes.
Do you know the commander currently?
I do not, unfortunately. I'm sorry. They tend to change from time to time. One not lasting more than 2 or 3 years.
Would Nancy have any idea, bearing in mind it's been less than 2 or 3 years since she was actually at sea properly?
No. Because there would be no, going about the port town itself, Nancy wouldn't have to get permission because it's a port town. Going elsewhere on the island, you would need to talk. Like the port and the shops there, like if she was a dock there, she wouldn't have to meet with the commander.
Okay.
Because of his military background, would Ethan have heard anything about this group that runs this island?
You might have heard of different individuals being there from there for mercenary work. Always seem competent and ready for a fight.
Raph
Okay.
look towards Kirk and go, could we get maybe a couple of kegs of ale, rum, maybe?
Rum?
He says, Roland told me not to give her rum, I'm sorry.
Oh no,
I think.
But
I think the
Carrick!
soldiers.
this is for whatever tribute we were gathering.
Kale snaps his
Oh.
fingers. I knew I should have kept that, Kale.
It will,
Actually, I have 4 gallons of ale.
it will cost you some, obviously.
How much for kegs?
Yeah, I have 4 gallons of ale.
How many kegs did you want?
4.
It's probably going to run you about 100 gold pieces for kegs.
I'll do it. I'll cover it.
Nancy kind of perks up. She's like, put it on my tab.
Roland said you're not allowed to access his tab anymore.
Raph,
It's for a mission. He will be fine.
Raph pays over the 100 gold. So there's no argument. It was his idea after all.
So I assume that we're able to get like a box or something like that to put all this stuff in.
Nancy's got a bag of holding.
Freya also has a bag of holding.
Ant will look to Karik and he says, do you carry any large water skins?
Yeah, we have a couple in the back.
If I can get two, just full of water. And if you have been to this island before, yes?
Yeah, a couple times.
What was it like when you went there?
Busy, bustling streets, you know. Hey, it's a little rougher than most, you know. Try not to get involved in too many fights, I would say.
Anton kind of like grins, just like, I'll try my best.
I'm a pacifist.
Raph kind of looks at him and goes, any particular groups we should be wary of? Even just
individual groups, you know, obviously don't pick a fight with the guard.
But if you don't get into fights, they're friendly enough, right?
Yeah, you know, look, he looks to Freya. He'll probably say language quite a bit, dear.
She looks a little distressed at this, but goes, "Oh, it's for a good cause. I just need to keep reminding myself of that."
How much were the large water skins for?
Whatever they're in the PHP.
Alright, I'll look it up.
Why are you looking for water skins?
In case, you never know when you might need them.
So, he, you know, grabs the ale cart. I assume you're hiring a ship then?
Yes.
I have a ship.
So I'll have them brought down to your ship.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay. He hands you a paper just to show that they've been shipped down.
Yeah.
And, you know, he kind of excuses himself. When you guys are ready to go, you can go. It's on you.
It says 2 silver pieces. How much would it be for a
So
large
4.
one?
They're,
Okay.
they're only one size.
Okay.
So you guys heading to the docks? You have more planning? What are you doing?
I think we should figure out what the plan is.
Well, I was asking earlier if there was any place where I can purchase, you know, some items for gearing if we ever set off or later. I don't know if this would be...
Nancy shakes her head. She's like, Merlin's has been closed for a day or so now.
Who?
Merlin, the guy that sells all the magic items in town.
I've only been here for a little less than a week, so I do not understand.
There's a guy called
Wizard.
Merlin. He's a wizard, sells lots of magic items. It's generally where we get all our gear from, but the shop's closed, so...
Anton nods and sits back down.
Yeah, so what is our plan?
Ileana
Sorry.
will look to everyone and count how many there are, and then she'll look to Sefri and ask how long the journey's going to be.
Just from what I was able to figure out, Sev, how long is the journey going to be to get there?
It's probably like a 5-hour boat ride there.
She says about 5 hours.
You can
What
go
do
there
you-
and back in a day.
Okay. She'll make a point to say that if you don't think they would mind, I could, if there's enough of us here, which I think there is, Ileana would offer to cast both telepathic bond and water breathing just in case, since they're both rituals.
Yep, that would be helpful, just in case.
Wait to
But
do
don't
that.
do it until we're don't do it until we're like closer to our destination.
Nancy,
Of course.
Water breathing.
Yeah.
roll me a history.
So, Sefri, what exactly have you gleaned? Like,
14.
We know it.
Yep, we'll go ahead, finish up, Jen.
I would ask Sefri, what exactly did she figure out? We figured that you know that it's on the archipelago, but do we have any more detail than that? You have to search the whole archipelago?
I've
or-
actually given the naval charts and stuff like that to Throd. He's going to look through them because naval charts to me are like trying to speak Undercommon. I cannot make heads or tails of them. I know, Miss Nancy, you obviously could, given your experience with naval charts, but I also know that you've been incredibly busy with your paladin training lately, and I didn't want to take away from that. Hence why I got Throd to do it.
I also have some on my ship that we might be in need of that I can look over during the journey. It's not a problem.
Right now, while we know that the blood of Hiroshima is there, for us to be able to move anywhere else on that island, we need to basically talk to the gatekeeper first.
At that, because Raph has no idea what's going on in the world, I'd like to make a religion check or history.
For what information?
The blood of Hiroshima.
Okay.
Maybe something from paladin
Give me
background.
religion.
Is he asking this out loud?
I think he's just trying to. This is internal.
Okay.
You would figure it's some sort of item based on followers of her scene. I mean, on a 14, that's what you would know. Anything else, you'll have to actually RP with the party to find out.
Raph raised the question, what is this blood you're talking about?
Freya kind of looks around a little bit and is like, okay, I'm going to have to give you the really short version of this, Raph. She takes this big inhale of air and basically...
Zephyr, just remember to breathe.
She takes this big inhale of air and begins to basically go through all the things that they have gone through, starting through, of course, with Zulon's infection, with the feral strain of werewolves, and how there's 2 different types of werewolves. The intelligent werewolves that we've been dealing with are actually followers of Hiroshima, and we actually found a sort of, kind of, somewhat temple on the island of Pearlshay, and to be able to save Zulon, we need to be able to get a hold of something, a relic of Hiroshine's called the Blood of Hiroshima, to be able to give it to Zulon to give her the control she needs to control her lycanthropy, rather than the strain of lycanthropy that she currently has, which is for the feral werewolves, and we have to do it before the wolf moon, otherwise she will be permanently shifted as a werewolf and she will be lost.
Has anyone actually managed to get hold of Sir Axis? Or has Travis been seriously AFK for God knows how long?
I have talked to Travis, but he was away, and he's AFK as we speak. Which is why you've had no Travis.
Okay, that's fine, because I did, Crystal did say she sent to him, I just didn't know she's got a reply, that's all.
He did, he said he'd be there as soon as he could. Because that's what Travis told me.
Right. Okay. So...
That leads me back to what I was originally trying to ask. Once we get there and we get permission to explore the island, do we have any idea where to even begin looking?
Sev, from that note that Oxton gave her, does she have a rough idea as to where it could be?
He didn't have a rough idea where it could be, but he's, he also said that, he'll keep trying to scry.
Okay. She looks at Ethan and kind of shakes her head and says, Oxton is still trying to scry. He did mention to me that there is a lot of magical or not magical, but there's a lot of interference that's making it difficult to scry the Blood of Hiroshima. My thought is that it's either the artifact itself that's making it difficult for him to find it, or there is something within that area that is making it difficult for him to find it.
Now,
Would it be... Sorry, you go ahead.
Raph actually is kind of... You can see the gears turning in his head, and he looks at Freya and he goes, why would a mercenary group set up a base or, an area of influence on an island with a temple if neither two...
She looks to Raph and says, actually, what had happened was that the Blood of Hiroshima was supposed to be in the contact of Lord Roher Bracker, who is currently being held over in the barracks. He sent the blood of Hirsine through a teleportation circle in the tower on the island of Pearlshay, and that was apparently where it was transported to before the teleportation circle was broken. So it makes me think that they were actually looking for it as well, or he had some sort of deal with them. Now, I've not been able to confirm this with him because he will not talk to me. He doesn't like me, and quite frankly, I don't like him. He is a very bad man.
Do you want me to go, get your lunch money back?
I gotta ask him to tell us.
Frankly,
I
Kay,
only
he'd break
caught
you in
half of them.
Yeah, but you kind of cut out. Be a little louder.
Do you want me to, go get your lunch money back, basically?
She looks at Raph, looks down at Kiki, looks at Raph. If you would certainly like to try and go and speak to him, he has basically said he will not divulge any of the information that he has unless he has effectively his freedom and myself on a boat with his guards. And I'm not very particularly keen on being on a boat with him. He's a very bad man.
Ethan chokes on his water, and when she says that, he's like, "Yep, nope, not doing that."
He specifically wants you.
He doesn't like me.
Why doesn't he like you?
Yeah,
Probably
I'd rather
because she
stab-
stole his lunch money.
Yeah, I think I'd rather stab myself in the foot.
No.
I believe it had to do with the spirit guardian's ex.
No, it was
It was
basically bringing him back to life again. And of course, the intelligent werewolves, the followers of Hirsine that we had encountered, had actually said that he had been poisoning wells along the way from Lakia or Laika all the way, like the island chains leading over to this continent with lycanthropy, and that's where that feral strain of werewolf lycanthropy is coming from. He had notes on how he was doing it, but when I told him after healing him why we were there and that we needed his knowledge and his information and that we needed the blood of Hirsine because we had spoken to the other werewolves, he burnt his notes, and now the only way to get the information is it's in his head.
Aska covers no, wrong character. Nancy covers Freya's ears and looks at the rest of the party. It's like, couldn't they just torture out of him?
What's torture?
I don't think that's up to us.
Antonin kind of like perks up, like that was my first intent when I first saw him, and the way he was acting, especially when
Probably
he
would have
Called
been.
me. She actually taps on Nancy's hands as they're covering her ears. And
Yes, she
called
removes
me
her
a
hand.
very bad word.
He raises his hand. What's that?
Very bad B word.
Ralph,
Oh, that I might have to hurt him.
Oh,
No one speaks bad words in front of Freya apart from me.
now, this is just going to be a silly question, but why don't we bring him with us under our arm guard?
Because
To what
we're
end?
taking him back to where he would need to go, as far as I know. From what Freya said, he was in charge of these lands that we're going to. Did
I
hear
don't
that
think
right?
he's in charge of these lands that we're going to, but he may have a deal with the mercenary guild or the mercenaries that are there.
So we basically.
Ethan nods in agreement with Freya.
What's this island called again?
Slys Archipelago.
Sev, Ileana would know, I guess. Can you explain to me how teleportation works?
Basically, you use a large surge of arcane energy, and if you have a teleportation circle where you're going to, you will always land at the teleportation circle as long as you know the teleportation circle itself. Other than that, it can be very random.
Okay. So the reason that this one landed where it did.
Was because
Was
they were
because-
trying to probably send it there.
Okay. Not because the circle was broken and it interrupted the teleport.
Correct.
Did you find out
Thank you.
how he was spreading the poison? What if the mercenaries were the ones doing it?
From what I understand, him and his people were dumping it into the wells as she goes back through her note.
He corrupted the blood of Hircine and then poured the liquid from the vial into the well water, and that caused the poison, if I'm correct.
That was the theory. I spoke with Oxton, and he says that it's very unlikely that the blood of Hircine was actually corrupted, if only because Hircine himself would have actually come down and smote Lord Blackheart.
To clarify that, what Oxen said is you were bringing up someone able to corrupt the werewolves, like the Heralds of Darkness, and that's where he said Hircine would stop that. He said, in terms of a relic, something he is entrusted to mortals, that would be more likely. He was referring to just that, the fact of the werewolf curse itself being corrupted by something like fiendish, something that's diametrically opposed.
Okay, gotcha.
Okay.
Just to clarify that.
Okay, so, right. I know what Raph wants to do right now, and that's to go see if the guy that they have locked up is in any way a fiend. He looks at Frey and he's like, have our paladins have a look? Have they, checked our prisoner for...
She shrugs her shoulders and says, I believe it's just the guards that have been looking after him. I mean, I had to explain to them when I had gone to ask to see what information they were able to get out of him. I had to basically tell them why I was, privy to the information in the first place.
Raph is going to nod at everyone and go, he looks at Nancy and goes, your boat, right? That big one.
Yes.
Well, technically, the only boat Nancy has access to at this point is the sailboat.
No, she's got the Cormantha as well.
The only one she has access to is that, and technically the Leviathan, but the Leviathan is still being repaired.
No, she's got the Cormantha as well.
The one she left on got sunk.
Yes, and she left on a naval boat, not hers.
Oh, you're talking about the one from Pearlside.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Okay.
Which is in Penrith Docks.
Which has no crew.
It does have a crew because you paid them for a year.
I did, didn't I? Okay, it has a crew. That's all. That's apparent.
He nods at the name and goes, I'll meet you at the boat. I'm just going to double check something.
But yeah, she tells him where it's docked and stuff, and says we'll meet you there.
Who would be the nearest to Antlin? Like, sitting at the bar. Who would
you're
be
all relatively equidistant, except for whoever's literally on your left or right side. At this point, it doesn't matter. Here, I will go by the people that... You have Sephri on one side, you and Kay on the other. If I was to put you in a circle based on how I grab tokens.
I am going to lean next to Sephri and kind of whisper, people name their boats here.
Yes? She looks at Raph just before he steps out and says, Raph, if you get the chance, speak to Mr. Cleric. He's the man that I spoke to before. He's usually the one that's at the front desk. I will actually put that name there in chat for you.
Mr. Cleric?
Cleric, yep.
Yeah, Cleric.
Can I
Is he
actually
a
help
cleric?
with the talking of this man?
If I may. And I'm asking this character, asking this both in and out of character. You said there was magical interference preventing you from finding it.
There was interference, just to, again, clarify. Interference, you would think magical, but it's a holy relic. You couldn't be sure.
Okay, but is there a way to use that interference to help track it?
No. Thank you, Fides.
Fides.
Yes.
Is that
Roll
my
me an
final
Arcana.
answer? I can't roll Arcana?
Can I roll an
Rolling.
Arcana?
Anyone proficient in Arcana can roll.
Aha!
Got this.
What was my history check for, Seth, by the way?
I will tell you in a second.
Okay.
Oh shit!
Get wrecked by
Ah.
the.
Nat 20 hype.
I thought that was me for a second, and then it moved and put me under.
Ethan, you theorize it's possible that it could help you in some sort of way. In terms of what you currently are leaving with, you're like, I could rub 2 coins together. Kay, you realize that, and being part of the Arcana, I mean, they can track down singular magical effects as long as
Okay.
they are well known. Ileana, you realize that while it is indeed possible, but very hard and very easy to potentially not be on the right sort of path. You could just it's hard. It really takes someone that's very adept with magic to even start to pull this off. Fides, your answer of nope stands for your character.
Nope.
So I'm guessing my Eldritch Knight powers is not enough.
I mean, depending on work time and ability, yeah. I mean, you could develop something, but it's going to be a lifetime project for Ethan. If he was to be the one to do it, for instance.
What if Kay tried to do it? I mean, how long would that take?
She
Day-wise?
looks at all of you and says there is absolutely no time for you to do this theory. And considering
in
that
11
Drennan
days.
Kale
Not in 11 days.
is, yeah, I'd rather kind of avoid the Arcana currently.
Aw. I like
So-
the
Yes,
Arcana.
there is that.
Can Ant go with
Hi.
Rap to the sky?
That's what you guys decide to do.
So, why should we avoid the Arcana?
Because
Ileana's
there's a
asking
man
questions.
there named Drennan Kale who was actually after Fitz, and apparently he's also a very bad man.
Who of you actually spend time in the Arcana?
Kay has spent time in the Arcana, not in the last few days.
Ileana.
Ileana. The 2 of you would know that name. He is one of the founders, and you would have heard a rumor that he's apparently returned.
Ooh.
I mean, you've seen him, and you know he's not a lich, but he's well over 10,000 years old.
Oh, he's an old man.
Does he let people talk to him?
You wouldn't have had the opportunity to talk to him yet, but, I mean, you would know that he is generally available.
Wait, Dev. Know this guy?
10,000?
Raph. Yeah, you would have heard the name. Give me a history check.
I mean, he's gotten books off Merlin about
I
the
got
found-
you one better. Give me a history check.
Okay.
At advantage. Home turf advantage. Yes,
Yes.
that is the number.
Okay, just make sure I didn't mishear.
You would know that Drennan Kale is credited as one of the founders of Penrith,
Oh, okay.
along
Listen.
with Oxton Wolf, whose namesake is the Fearless Wolf. You
That
would
reminds
know
me.
that Jathal, let me just go. Jathal Rada, who is been sitting, as you've been in the thing, has been sitting in the Temple of Istis for 400 years.
Wait.
Is one of the
Wait for Nancy.
Hang on. Oxton, again, that's someone who Freya was just talking to, is really, really old, it seems, also.
yes,
Yep.
over 10,000 years old. Yeah. On that,
Wait
you
a
would
minute.
on a 13, you wouldn't have got the other names.
Yeah, no, I'm just getting my head around that there's factors, these 10,000-year-old people who are turning up all of a sudden, and...
So,
yeah,
DM you.
I'm
DM me on in-game or on
On Discord, only because this is something out of character. I'm thinking and puzzling together now.
Go ahead, DM me.
My character wouldn't know
Is
in
it all-
character, but
okay, then I'll deal with it later. Deal? If a character doesn't need it, I'll talk with you later about
But yeah, no. Raph's head off to go talk to that guy.
Okay, is the party letting Antoine go with him, or is he going solo? What's going on? Just so I know, because some of you guys are moving towards the docks. I'm just trying to know who's where.
Nancy would advise Ant to let Raph go on his own.
For brevity,
Yes,
and
especially
so that-
since
He's... Sorry, Crystal, what you say?
for brevity, and so that it might not work, but she would cast telepathic bond as a ritual before Raph left, so he could tell us what's going on.
Okay, yeah, would work. I mean, you guys you've been here for, you probably
Wait,
spent
guys.
talking at least an hour.
Does this mean that we have a telepathic link with Feedes?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh god.
But yeah,
Feedes, you're in your heads.
Nancy would
Food.
advise
Food.
Ant
Not food.
But yeah, we should send Rise alone, if for no other reason that Raph alone, if for no other reason that the alchemist, recognizes most of us, and probably not in a good way.
Yeah,
and he's Queen's Guard, Queen's Knight, whichever one, and he's got the authority to be there. Ant
Yeah,
doesn't.
that too.
Also, hang on. What's that weird voice? Why is there a weird voice in my head? I don't recognize that voice.
I think it's the lizard.
What lizard?
You see a lizard folk sitting at the table across from you.
Oh, Raph is gone. There's a lizard. Lizard.
Huh.
Walking towards the barracks.
He's a dragonborn.
He's not a dragonborn.
He's a lizard folk.
I know this.
I know you know this, but in
We
character,
just had
Ethan would
the
like
we
to
just
know.
had the conversation right before this one shot.
Oh,
So, you had said something else too, Kaylin, right? I cut you just to finish something. I know you had something you wanted to say.
I now can't remember
Had
what
to
it
do
was.
Oxton.
I mean, yeah,
And
Oxton
the
is all. Oh yes, she looks to Karik and says, Mr. Karik,
Yes, Randy, how are you?
I'm very well, thank you very much for asking. That's very kind of you. Mr. Wolf says look after his namesake.
Ah, then you got his package. Good to hear.
He did. Okay, bye. She
Bye!
goes.
Waves.
Bye.
So, everyone but Rav is heading to the boat, correct?
I'm going.
Uh-huh.
Ethan's going home. He's going to unlock Murph's office, which is where he keeps Murph's bag of holding. Put the mithril armor in there because they might need to trade that, and puts on his plate armor before heading out down there.
Okay.
When he comes back, Nancy's like, "Oh my god, we match!"
What?
They're both in plate.
Oh, and we both have bag of holdings too.
What? One of us is going to have to go back home and change. This isn't, you know.
Edgar's gonna
Mine's
watch
better
the
than
boat.
yours.
I'm
I'm mummified in blankets when I leave.
Oh yeah, you never got your cold weather gear, did you? Fritz has about like 10,000 blankets on him. As Fritz goes to go through character, what? Fritz, come here.
Yes.
He grabs out some rope and ties Fritz's blankets up. Ah, that'll help you work a little better.
I'm helping.
Yes, you are, Fritz. Now go off into the ocean and ice cold water. Enjoy.
Hey, bye bye.
Kay doesn't know. Kay doesn't know what to make of Fitz. Just staring at him. Just what is that?
Oh my god, I'm crying.
So, you have what looks to be like a lizard head in a full like ancient Egyptian kind of like, you know, the sarcophaguses. Like, you have just the head of a lizard and everything else is blankets around him, tied up.
Move my arms.
Yeah, they're not moving at all.
Oh,
Nancy
dear.
cuts holes in the blanket for his arms to go through.
Did you say it was a blanket burrito?
Yes, he did.
Is he doing the worm to get to the boat?
His
Is
finger's
that
sticking
how?
out.
Wait, I have an idea. Kay's going to walk up to Fitz.
And this is where
Right?
Fitz dies, I'm sorry. Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. And I
Kate
want to.
sneezes and fireballs.
Kay's going to walk up to Fitz and cast Fly on Fitz. He's now a flying blanket burrito.
Like a torpedo.
Why'd you do that?
Blanket torpedo.
I need to roll this. I'm sorry. I'm really sorry.
If you had blown up, I swear to God.
I would have laughed.
Fly!
This conversation.
612 people witnessed the flying blanket burrito, and we'll be talking about it in the morning.
I have
I'm
to
now
ask,
famous.
1,700 plus 120.
Yep.
I am famous.
So, Raph, you make your way to the northern barracks.
yeah.
Normal guards outside kind of look at you and be like, open the door for you, even though it's after hours. And you walk into a large kind of, the central chamber. You've been here before. You get guards on each side. You know where everything is. And there's a man behind the desk.
Cleric. I stare.
I'm not a cleric. You'd be looking for the temple district.
No, I mean, wrote it down. Gone too far back. Port Clarac?
No.
Oh, okay. I'm looking to talk to the prisoner.
Which prisoner?
The one that the very upbeat and happy cleric came to talk to earlier, probably left in a bad mood.
Seeing that I have been here for an hour and a half, we've had no clerics here.
Lord Warhar Brecker?
And what business do you have with him?
Some run-of-the-mill questions, safety of Henry and whatnot.
And your commanding officer?
Spy Master.
Writes it down. Alright. Hands it to a runner who leaves. Well done. Last cell on the right.
Thank you. I walk down to the
You know
last
that
cell. on
there
the
is, per normal protocol, there is a
yeah.
a pair of guards that follows you down. They're just kind of sitting there, just general chit chat on the way down.
Yeah, he salutes it to him as then.
Yeah.
You may want to stay in the corridor just in case.
You know that we can't.
Okay. He looked. Can I step inside, or is it like?
Yeah, I mean, you make your way down the cell. There's a door, and then there's like almost 3/4 of the room is the cell, and then there's kind of this walkway that you can sit. There's a couple seats there. The guards post up on either end by the door on the inside, and there's a noble sitting there, laying on like a stone style bed.
First thing I do is divine sense.
You get nothing.
Okay, so he's not a demon. That's good.
No.
Really weird to have a demon so close to the temple district. Yeah, he looks and goes, Lord Rohar, I believe.
He looks up, and you are.
My name is Raf. Just a few questions, really, if that's okay, if you don't mind.
And what are you offering?
Nothing really. I just came asking questions. I could
Then enjoy
probably
your night. And he just kind of turns over.
I could probably see about a decent meal.
That won't help me. I mean, you know that the prisoners are fed regular food, like they're not, especially being of a noble status.
Yeah, no. He kind of sighs and he goes, "What do you want exactly?"
The guards have my demands.
Well, I don't know your demands exactly. I'd prefer to hear them from
My
you.
freedom about in that bitch cleric. As well as the safety of my men.
Which cleric? Try not to use profanity, you know? Friendly banter. I have nothing against you.
The one of a mater, Freya, I believe was her name.
Why would you want her in particular?
Because she's the one who lied to me. She broke her word.
Now, this is something that Raph is processing, and well,
You can inside him if you think he's lying.
yeah. I mean, this doesn't seem like Freya.
Feel free. From what you can ascertain, he is telling you the truth.
That's... What word would that be? That actually sounds very surprising.
Never trust a cleric, I guess. And he just rolls back over. So, when you draft up the paperwork, we can talk. And he just rolls over, uninterested in the conversation.
Yeah, it kind of, there's a give and take here, if that makes any sense.
The give is you give me into my demands. The take is I give you the information. But until then, I don't trust any of you.
How about you give me a reason to help you?
I've given you the reason to help.
No, I
information.
honestly have, to be honest, I have no idea what's going on right now. I'm playing catch up.
I'm the only one with the information that apparently your compatriots want.
Yeah,
It's all been destroyed.
that much I know.
That's all you need to know.
I'm kind of curious to why you were spreading poison. Well, I would say poison, more a affliction.
And that, good sir, is part of the notes. And he smiles and just sits back.
Part of the notes, yes.
You're wasting time, Raph. Stop fucking around with him.
Fine, your execution. And he starts to walk away.
And he just lays back down as you make your way back down to the boat.
And yes, you heard her all swear.
Ooh, we heard a Freya swear.
Nancy touches the back of Freya's neck with the back of her hand. Are you feeling alright?
I don't like him. He's a very bad man.
Ileana would ask why he was so interested in the guards, considering before when one of them was bitten, even though there was a cure, he killed one and tossed one in the ocean, but now he cares about them.
Well, you give me an intelligence check.
Okay.
DC's not too high because you were on the one shot. They're his bodyguards. So, like, if he's gonna leave and they're not infected, he killed them because they were infected. He was infected, right? To him, it's probably that's death anyways, or worse, because it was the night of a full moon, right? He killed them to get rid of him for his own safety. These other, the 3 guards that are remaining, literally are, if he can't get in a boat and be able to survive on his own, these men would be the difference between him living and dying.
Okay. Thank you.
You're welcome. So, you guys make your way down as Raph's a little bit tagging behind, but eventually makes it up. Fedes, as you see them loading the ale onto the boat, one of the men comes over to you and has a small box.
I have no hands.
I see that. And he just kind of cracks it open as you see a box full of mice. Carrick sends snacks for you.
Close the box.
He closes the box and
Give it to one of my handlers.
He looks, and I'm gonna roll.
Nancy
something.
holds her hand out.
No, it's all gonna be random. I'm sorry. 7. He gives it to Kay.
Oh,
Oh, a box full of live mice.
a box full of live mice.
Yep. Chittering around.
no!
How does Kay like mice?
Well, magic
Oh
surge.
dear.
Let's do it.
They're okay as long as they're in the box.
Feed it to me like grapes.
I stand in
Give me a
front of
persuasion check,
Sephora.
Fitz. This amuses me. Roll me a wisdom saving throw, okay?
Kay's not very good at those.
Feed to me.
You are
so
compelled to try and feed him one like a grape. This weird lizard creature has apparently persuaded you to feed him.
Is he kind of floating upside down right now? Like holding his mouth open?
Like floating on his back.
Yeah.
You know, kind of in that way of looking at you like paint me like one of your French women.
If only it was Naga.
Okay. If only it was in Yuga. Kay is going to like hesitate for a moment, and he's going to like do one of those ew mice thing and try and reach into the box.
Yep.
To grab one by the tail.
That's it slowly. Yes.
Yeah.
He's going to try
it's
to at least.
squirming all over, like 5 or 6 touch your hand when you grab the one.
I know what I want to do.
Well, magic surge.
But- Oh. Well, I need to make the wisdom save for the wild man.
No. The brown ones.
You have to
I'm
reach
wishing
back
I
in
bought
there.
Aspinall.
I'm gonna have to reach back there and try and grab one of the brown
Yeah,
mice.
a bunch more hit your hand.
Oh,
Can I-
Starting-
Can I steadily start pulling Sephora away from this? Because I'm afraid he's gonna blow up.
Yeah,
Sure.
Aaron's at the front of the
Wisdom
boat.
save.
You
Oh
have-
no!
Oh no!
I picked up.
Oh no!
I like to think Atlin's at the front of the boat.
All right.
You ain't on the boat yet.
Well, hold on a second. I'm going to open up the list.
I have it open right now.
Nope. I don't want you looking at it. That's part of the fun.
Oh, okay.
Because if it's something that I can screw with you with over a course of a time, I might extend its duration.
Okay. Ha! 91.
91. Oh, that's a bad one, isn't it? Yeah, it is.
I don't know.
Hold on, almost there.
It's death.
Yeah, it's just instant death. K dies to a box of mice.
At least it's not Boggle.
I'm not going to tell you what it did.
Oh.
Are you burning down another tavern, Kay?
No!
Does anyone have the unnervy, like, want to kill K right now? Because this is the time to do it.
Well, Roland has a grudge against him.
Actually, he
I
doesn't
mean,
really anymore.
I know.
I don't feel like I want to kill Kay. I
Somewhere.
don't know who Kay is.
Sev, somewhere in one of the buildings, Ace is lining up a shot.
Take. I will let you take a round of attacks on K.
Oh no.
Oh, yay!
Okay, it's 51 health.
I know.
Bobby breaks through the fourth wall.
Wait, it's
No,
91.
because he can't die completely.
Okay,
That's
so
why
as
I
a
will let this happen.
I'm mortified, by the way.
It hasn't even happened yet.
We don't know.
Is
Ace
Ethan
is there.
still hanging
Ace is
on to
1200.
Freya?
Ace is 1200.
Well, he's like.
Ace is the man on the grassy knoll right now, okay? Ace is the man on the grassy knoll.
We'll find
Ethan
out.
knows that. Well, two
So-
things going on, Sephora. One is that he knows Kay and how wild magic works, so he's trying to keep himself in between him and you.
I will give
And
you
two-
Ace. You only get 2 attacks. Oh, you only get 1 attack.
Oh.
If you can, because that's what's normal.
If
you
you
have to
can get
reload
me.
bad news.
Yeah, but I have 3 attacks total.
Okay.
And
No,
two, Sephora, you're kind of the replacement. Or not replacement. Wow.
You're kind of the replacement.
Wow.
Wow. Okay, make your attacks
She
on
looks
Ace.
at you very,
I
very
get
confused.
2
He
attacks
doesn't
total.
say this to you.
I have a 12 armor
This is
class.
me
If
telling
you
you out
miss,
of character.
Okay, I'm also going to be spending grip points for advantage because this is far away.
20.
Okay, 20 hits.
24.
24 hits.
oh jeez.
Roll
One time
damage.
you want a critical roll and it doesn't turn up. God damn it!
If you don't kill him, the shot doesn't go off, by the way.
31.
Oh jeez.
Yes. Second shot. Oh!
59. Is K up?
Kate is down.
K.
You 100 to 0, K.
I'm
K
going to
die?
give you the option here because of what it is. So either this event can stand, and you can
Okay.
you can come back immediately to life as if you were reincarnated.
Oh.
So you will randomly change your race
Oh.
and gender, or it cannot happen. It is your choice.
Oh,
Because
jeez.
it's not actually in combat.
Shh. This is his choice.
Oh.
You will randomly roll on a race table.
On the race table?
Yep.
There's a race table?
Yes, there is.
What's included in it?
All the playable races.
Including Volos?
Yes.
Let's do this.
Okay.
Oh! What?
Does he
Okay,
get 3
okay.
plus 2?
It also rolls your gender. Oh, that's
I
right.
do. Wait. Do I
And
have?
your
I
gender.
don't think I did. And my gender.
Yes.
Oh my god.
Class?
No, class stays the
no.
same. You come back, you're the exact same person, just in a different body. So
Oh,
let me
jeez.
count up Volos too. Give me a second here.
Oh my goodness. Well, guys, it's been nice knowing you.
You're gonna immediately grow. That's how this works. 7.
And Ace
There's
is just
7
and
in
Ace
Volos.
does Ace see this and he's just like shit.
There's no witnesses. No.
Oh my god, Kay turns into a
Roll me a
Goliath.
D16.
And then Kay turns into like a barbarian or a half orc or a Goliath or a half
Roll
orc
me a
or something.
D16.
1d16. I'm concerned.
Label race.
5.
5. Okay.
5.
I think that is halfling.
Starting at
Roll
PHP,
me a
that
D2.
goes to half orc, doesn't
No,
it?
it doesn't. Roll me a D2.
1.
So as you go to feed, and as you go to feed Fitz, this this mouse, you like make contact as you drop it in. There's a loud concussive boom somewhere in Penrith. Okay, you see like your vision gets dark. The rest of you see this like just bright white light, and standing where Kay was is now a female dragonborn.
Oh.
Next to Fitz.
Oh.
Oh!
I'm gonna have you roll color here in a second.
Lizard man.
No, lizard woman.
Or yeah.
Oh no.
Yes.
Well, no.
Wait.
Roll me a d10. A d10.
Oh my god.
This is not a good. We were planning on asking Kay to help us with the Feywild.
A
Now he
d10.
can't.
I can't help them in the Feywild now.
No, you can't.
You are a copper dragonborn.
Oh jeez, what
you
is
have
that?
resistance to acid, and you have it's a 30-foot line. Dex save.
Oh jeez. Okay, so now I have to edit my fucking
Everything.
Okay.
I will.
what-
I will, based on all this, and now
Okay.
you are a dragonborn. I will also give you the option to change your sorceress background to dragon. That is your choice. You don't have to make it now. You can take some time with it.
Okay.
Does he have to
'Cause that's a
reroll?
big decision.
Does he have to reroll his stats?
No, I'm gonna let him keep his stats.
What are
So
the...
it's just changing over the racial stuff.
So
Okay, so I'm keeping my stats. I don't
Yeah.
have to...
all you have to
okay.
do is change the modifiers. the
Change the
racial
modifier?
modifiers and your the stuff you get. You got a breath
think-
weapon now.
Well, no, I was talking... Oh, the racial modifier, so
Yeah.
I lose 2 charisma as a sorcerer.
Hey, wait, he
Yes.
turned into Tiberius.
I thought that Dragonborn's gain +2 charisma, right?
I don't know what it is.
I thought it
You
was
can
plus
look
2
it up.
con.
It's 2 con and 1 charisma.
No,
Okay.
it's strength.
Is it strength? Oh, it's strength. Yeah. Yeah. So you're now a dragonborn.
Wonderful.
A female
I
dragon.
lose my racial shit.
So that being said, the rest of you look on as now there is a female dragonborn feeding Fitz, who who sounds exactly like Kay.
Atlin looks to the new
Oh.
dragonborn and points to Fitz. So you are a dragonborn.
Oh, yeah.
Nancy looks to Fitz, like, hands off. I think Frad's got this one.
No!
I didn't do it.
Okay.
Ileana,
Magic's weird.
Are you alright?
what am I?
That's all Ethan says.
You appear to be a
I got
common-
Ileana.
Yeah.
I have dragonbornism.
Roll me a wisdom save, Firefly.
Can I roll persuasion?
No, just a wisdom save. No, you still believe the cleric.
Oh.
She met the DC.
No, you don't. That was Allura, but
Oh.
But I didn't thought of that after, but still.
Zephyr kind of looks, wide-eyed over at Kay and kind of comes over and takes both of her dragonborn hands and says, "You're still beautiful, Kay. It's okay. You're still beautiful."
Wait, who says that?
Freya does.
Wait, Freya's a dragonborn?
No, takes your
No.
dragonborn hands.
Oh.
She takes
okay.
your dragonborn hands and her gloved ones.
I forgot you said her and Kay's now a woman. It didn't click with me.
Alan walks over next to Zephyr and says, "Can I have one of your skills?" And he's like looking very curious at them.
Wait, my scales? And then I look down, oh, my scales!
They are very lovely.
I really want one.
Guys, I love you and all, but it's 2:30 in the fucking morning. Come on.
You haven't even left
Okay,
the port.
let's go.
We haven't
Going.
even left the Fearless Wolf yet.
No, we're at the docks.
Yeah, you are the docks.
Strength by
Okay.
2.
Nancy
We're just
pushes
waiting
you
for
all onto
Raph.
the boat.
Raph gets on the boat and is like, "Who's your dragonborn?" And continues walking.
And at that, you all get on the boat, and Nancy has the crew start pulling away.
This is
Fuck.
Christmas Boat one.
Take notice of the floating, flying blanket burrito. It's like, what's a dragonborn?
So,
I wouldn't be flying anymore. That would have
yeah.
totally broke concentration.
He technically died, so yeah.
I am worming my way now. On the
Wait,
boat.
Bev, I finally have a player kill count.
Well, technically not, because Kay didn't die.
You know
She automatically
what?
resurrected.
You know what? Kay had an 8 in strength, and now he has a 9.
So,
Yay.
Weakest dragonborn. I
Nancy.
gotta draw the new K up.
Nancy, as you, your early history check, you know that when you get close, they'll likely send out some sort of, dinghy or something and kind of direct you to port.
Yeah.
So, I mean, since you're leaving Penrith, go ahead and give me a watercraft vehicles check as you're piloting the ship.
Oh no.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
You guys, the seas aren't even that choppy, but, who's never been on a boat before?
It's clearly been a while since Nancy's been behind the wheel of this particular boat.
This is the second time I've been on a boat.
Likewise.
Yeah, I think it's been about Zephyr's second or
Kay's
third.
been on a boat a number of times, but he's in a new body right now.
Yeah, all of your roll con
But
saves.
Really?
All of us?
Yeah, second time. Nancy did not pass the check.
Aha!
Big boat.
I am going to do a thing.
You feel it coming, you resistance yourself.
I'm good.
Roll. You didn't even need to roll a d4. So, Ant.
Hi.
You and the rail become very good friends.
Again.
Nancy does make it clear anyone throws up, make sure it's not on the ship.
And that's 2 fails, right, Ant?
Yeah, that's the second fail.
You have disadvantage for your next couple checks. Feeds!
On the boat?
That mouse is coming back up, man. You have disadvantage again on rough seas and stuff like that.
It's like one of those.
You're also
Okay.
certainly a burrito, and you are worming. You are face down right now.
This
Can I-
is the worst trip ever!
Can I pick him up and hold him over the edge?
Would you roll for your save? Yeah, I'll say you can. Yeah, you are now holding. You're being held basically over ice cold water. You as you throw up fits.
Holds the end of the
No.
blanket like
To
What?
clarify, I'm not holding him by his legs over the water. I'm just helping him over.
No, but still to get him over more of him is over the rail than not.
Yeah.
He doesn't.
Ra-
He's really bulky right now.
Raph will assist and be like, "What's with the blanket?"
I don't know. Carrick would did some.
It's a dead body.
Oh, okay, let's go.
Once Nancy's got them out of port, she will turn around to her navigator on board, or her first mate, and say, "The plate armor's killing me," and get them to take over.
Sure, Captain. So about a 5-hour boat ride goes back as how long does telepathic bond last?
An hour.
Are you keeping it up for each of the hours while you're on the board?
No. Freya would look at Ileana and say, no, just cast it one more time just before we pull into port.
Okay. So Fitz is not in your head for 5 hours. You don't all have to roll madness checks.
Okay.
Sometime during those 5 hours, she will ritually cast water breathing though, because it
Okay.
lasts 24 hours.
Yeah.
When the other person has taken over on the ship, Nancy will go into her captain's quarters and check over the charts and maps and stuff she's got there, see if she can kind of gain any insight into the
Yeah, there's one chart
archipelago.
that's missing.
Okay.
It's the chart that shows the location you're going to.
Oh, for fuck's sake. Okay.
And Freya, you look on the board and you see that nice older gentleman waves to you.
She blinks.
The one that gave you the chart.
She says, no, it's okay. It's okay. The place that we're going to, their ships will direct us as to where we need to go.
Nancy's gonna come out. Who's been in my quarters?
No one talks. They all just go silent.
Burns, I swear I'm gonna hurt you.
I have
I'm helping you.
And I can zone and shoot them.
One older gentleman waves.
Raph waves back.
She goes over to him. It's like, what did I say about going into my quarters?
But the nice cleric needed it. He points to Freya.
Should have sent her to me. She's my friend. Captain's quarters.
To be fair, this is the first time you've been on the boat.
Not the point. My boat, my stuff, ask my permission.
Yes, Captain?
She looks to Farah and smiles.
Freya smiles back and waves, hello, Miss Nancy.
She's trying not to swear lots at the crew because Freya's on board. She's clearly finding it difficult.
When Nancy turns her back, the old man leans. Nancy, what? I don't even know her name. She's never even come said hi to us.
She has, because she met them all at the docks when they came in and actually said hello to them all.
You have a new crew in Bedworth.
No,
Plague.
yes, they all. No, she said they said they were staying in Penrith, Zev, because they were being paid.
Yes.
They
so-
said they were going to stay here because they were her crew and it was the ship that they worked on.
The old man
We
didn't
had
actually
this
know your name, by the
conversation.
way. The old man didn't know your name.
Okay.
And you haven't been back to Penrith since Penrith. So, that being said, you guys do eventually see like a small kind of skiff coming up on your side as you can kind of see the lighthouse and the lights of a port as you make your way in. The crew, knowing the procedure, follows them in. You guys do dock, and you are in the port of Slys. Mostly by torchlight. I mean, shops are still open. Things are here as you guys kind of all disembark.
Okay, is there are there guards or anything like that on this dock?
No, there seems to be a couple official-looking guards, but not too many.
Okay, she goes up to one of the guards, all smiles and waves as per usual, and is like, hello, I'm sorry to interrupt you. Hello, my name is Freya. I am a cleric of Ilmater. I'm looking to make an appointment to see the commander here, please.
Under what business? Like, you are flanked by a dragonborn that doesn't look like they're comfortable in their own skin, a burrito lizard folk, a person with a tricorn and plate armor.
She's not wearing her tricorn.
Oh, she's not wearing it?
Because it doesn't go.
Oh, okay. Sorry. My
It doesn't
apologies.
match. It does not fit the color scheme.
My apologies. A few individuals in plate armor. One that looks really, really uncomfortable in it. That's you, Nancy.
I figured.
I'm wearing Mithril.
You have a weird collection of people flanking you. Is what I'm trying to get at.
Fair enough.
Most of which are in heavy armor.
She says, yes, we are indeed a bit of a motley crew, but we are actually on a bit of an urgent mission. But again, we also know that to be able to move about the island, we do need to speak with the commander, so he would be the first person that I would like to go and speak with.
Give me a persuasion check, Sefri.
I will guidance the shit out of that.
He will notice the shit out of that.
Oh, damn. All right, okay.
It's
Basic
not a subtle
persuasion?
spell. Yep. He looks at you and says, why don't you guys head to the tavern? And I'll see if he has time to meet with you tonight. It's
If
dusk.
it helps, tell him that we know of Lord Breaker. If that helps.
You see, like, he searches for the name in his head, even without rolling insight. The name doesn't seem to ring to this individual. I can pass that along. Unsure of the individual myself, but maybe it holds something with the commander.
Now, which tavern was this that you were?
He kind of points and gives you like directions. It's not directly on the docks. It's a couple of streets up, but he says it's the Stormy Frog. The Stormy Frog Inn.
She visibly kind of shudders a little bit.
He looks. Are you okay?
I just had an incident with Slotty not that long ago, and they're giant frogs. I don't like them.
Ah, interesting creatures. They're not native to this plane.
You would be correct. Sorry, you had said the Stormy Frog?
Yes.
Are we all standing here?
Yeah,
Sorry.
you're all around.
How
Friends.
How common would it be for someone to know, like, what the frog things?
The Slotty?
Yeah.
I mean,
I'm just asking because
generally speaking, the common man would not even know what the hell they are.
That's what I'm asking, because, like, it seems weird to me that, guard NPC number 1 I was like, oh yeah, that's not from this plane.
I mean, they're mercenaries. They've seen shit. They get hired to fight shit on a daily basis. So,
Okay.
you know,
I
makes
mean,
sense.
if you want to insight, you can. If you think
No,
he
it's not.
knows more than he's letting on. But... So, I mean, that's your choice. But, I mean, the common person, you know, the butcher, the baker, the candlestick maker, is not going to know what the hell a slot is. It's an interplanar beast. So he kind of nods and he ends up flagging someone in a street down who comes, takes a spot, and he heads up towards the... You can kind of see off in the distance, it's well lit enough. It's not a castle, but it looks like a fort, almost, in the... a little bit over that kind of gets
like
an overlook.
A barracks?
It's more like a fort barracks. It looks like it would, you know, like you expect if this was an outpost for a different country, they'd have like that large central barracks / fort, somewhere to fall back to defend. That's what it kind of looks like.
You know full well, Raph is going. This is a fortress island, 5 hours away from Penrith. I don't like.
We knew that before we got here.
No, but I mean, they're mercenaries. They're not really on the side of Penrith.
They are.
Are they?
They're not on the side of Penrith, they're not on the side of Clearhill. They're profiteers, if anything.
Yeah.
So,
Raph is.
Yeah, Raph is internally freaking out.
Yeah.
This is a pirate island.
Nancy, give me a perception check.
How many pirates are here that she knows?
There's at least 5 ships you identify. Knowing the
Oh,
pirate,
fuck.
3 of them you would recognize. They're all in port.
Is one of them a certain ship that stole half of her crew from the Leviathan?
You would suspect so.
Oh, that fucker.
It's okay. You can
I
walk
can't
it
even-
around with a patch. Just say R.
I can't even remember his name, Sev.
Which one?
The keeper of the notes has spoken. Which one?
The one that owed Nancy money that Roland... When we did the...
Your one shot.
Yeah, your
Pearl
one shot at Pearlside. That owed
Roland
Nancy the money.
Well, it'd be either Pearl... Was he an elf? Because it was Pearl He's then. If it was...
No, he was a tiefling, wasn't it? Yeah, it's a tiefling.
Emiko?
That's the one. Is one of them Amika's ship?
Type out the name just so she has it again in the roll 20, please. And
This
yes,
is the point where
is...
Oh god, this is gonna go down well if he sees her.
Everything. I asked her over the bond. Is everything all right, Nancy?
She looks a bit concerned, and she's just like, old ties seem to be catching up with me.
Freya looks at Nancy and is like, "It'll be fine, Miss Nancy. I'm sure we won't run into them at all."
I'm sure fate has a way of bringing us back together if she wants to.
Call me superstitious, but I wish you hadn't said that.
Yeah, me too.
So, do you guys head to the frog?
The stormy
As far away from Amiko's ship as possible.
Okay. So yeah, you guys kind of make your way in. You see there's a number of small kind of stalls with varying wares. You know, you realize a lot of this is probably from merchant ships, stuff like that. Stuff not produced on the island. There's a couple of shops that you would pass on the way there that seem open, lively. There's a good amount of people on the streets. Generally a relatively chipper mood. There's, you know, as you walk, there is a couple, you know, you walk past a couple fights. The guards seem to watch most of them and let them play out. The only one that you would see them interrupt is one with weapons. It seems if some people are throwing fists, as long as they're not doing any damage to shops, they let they let them get it out.
Freya is kind of looking around with these big wide eyes and is like, "Oh my, oh my, well, okay."
Nancy reassures Freya over the bondage, like, it could be a lot worse, Freya, don't worry.
She, smiles and nods and says, "Oh, I'm sure it can."
So
She's
guys...
like,
Oh, go ahead.
no, she's like, you've got a paladin, a discount fighter, an eldritch knight. You'll be fine.
I was about to say, you calling me a discount fighter?
No, she's
No,
the discount fighter.
I'm the discount
Okay.
fighter.
Oh,
Nancy currently has no access to any of her paladin abilities, so she's just a shitty fighter at the moment.
Well, let's at the very least go to the Stormy Frog, and we'll maybe get something to drink while we're there.
From Nancy's travels, would she recognise the tavern name of the Stormy Frog as a frequented place for pirates around these areas?
Seeing that they said the tavern,
Yeah.
you pretty much realize there's probably one in this port.
Lovely. Okay.
Also, it's probably the only area they send non-locals to.
Yep.
You kind of walk up to almost the picture you're seeing here. This kind of large building with two kind of elevated walkways over. You see that the buildings across from it. There's doors, they seem not to be very used. You realize that all this is probably the Stormy Frog itself. There is a large clock tower and because it's the Stormy Frog, it is the centerpiece is a frog and two of their arms move, telling the time. There's kind of these stairs that lead up to these kind of two doors. There's a number of drunk individuals on the outside, kind of laying in a gutter. Nancy, it feels like you're a pirate again as you walk towards
In plate
this pirate.
armor.
Yeah, it just but the location it
Yeah.
makes a pirate.
Yep. Unless anyone forces her inside, Nancy's waiting outside.
And Freya kind of looks at Nancy and is like, "Are you sure you won't come inside, Miss Nancy? I think we should stay together."
Oh, she can't say no to Freya, that's mean.
I mean, what if you accidentally bump into someone out here while we're inside?
She begrudgingly steps in, not being able to say no to Freya.
Freya,
Thank you, Miss Nancy.
as you step in, give me a perception check. Just in the 6 seconds that you've stepped in here, Freya, you've heard more curse words that you've never heard before, but you know the bad words, than your entire time in Penrith.
She looks shocked. All of the color drains from her face. She has her hands clasped over her mouth. And she's looking at between Ethan and Nancy and Raph and Kay and Fedes and Ant, and she's looking between all these people and is like, "Oh my goodness, so much swearing!"
Take a deep breath.
I cast illusion of a patch over my eye.
Oh, God.
Go "Arr!" and walk on in.
Nancy face palms.
You can do-
Can I roll a perception check to see if there's anyone in here she knows and needs to avoid?
Sure.
I'm just gonna look at Freya.
Oh,
Tell me who the Dragonborn is.
it's Kay.
Oh dear.
So,
Who?
Oh, jeez.
Nancy knows everyone in the tavern.
Nancy,
Yes,
you realize
Sev,
that
my dear.
three-quarter of this bar probably wants you dead now.
Oh, yay. Nancy steps in, she looks around, she wonders if anyone's actually going to recognize her, bearing in mind she's in full plate and now has short hair, and
One
is
person-
contemplating stepping back outside
Because
again.
you nat 20'd, one person locks eyes with you. You know this person.
Who is this
He's sitting at a
person?
table with a Makar.
Mm-hmm.
He's the youngest Oak Raven.
Oh, shit.
Even I recognize that name.
Fuck.
You made him a member of your ship.
Cool.
Yeah, it's,
His jaw kind of drops. And he seems to go back to his conversation.
Nancy will stay as far away from him as possible, trying not to cause trouble, but somewhere deep inside, she kind of wants him dead for being an Oak Raven, despite the fact that he was actually a good member of her crew and did nothing wrong. She's kind of a bit torn at the moment between her job as naval captain and the fact that he was actually kind of her friend. And yeah, she's just gonna go hide in the corner and look really confused.
Raph is actually going to join her, seeing that this trainee paladin seems to have some sort of issues, and he wants to try make sure that they're okay.
I'm just gonna follow Fitz.
Can
Ethan will stay with the squishies.
Firefly, you were wanting to say something?
does Nancy relay the information over the
No.
phone about who that person is?
No, she doesn't. Because she also knows there are certain people here that will probably kill them on sight if they realise that they're Oak Ravens.
So,
No worries, I'm like a badass.
Yes, you do.
there is a...
Mainly Ethan, I believe. I don't know who else would have been there.
Wait, what?
This is
Ethan was
before-
way after.
This-
Really?
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
way after.
No one knows except for you.
You're the only one here, I think, that actually knows the Oak Ravens.
Okay,
Kay was
in that
there
case-
at the time of
I
the
was going to say,
final.
Kay would probably recognise the name.
Yeah, Kay recognizes the name. He just wasn't there for the battle or anything.
Yeah, she's still not saying anything because people talk and Roland.
And Kay's a little preoccupied to really listen to you.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Oh, it's the Fitz.
staring down, going, "Oh my god, I've got boobs."
He does in fact have boobs. He is no longer.
There is a male bartender, human, behind the bar. You guys kind of basically fit into the one table that's semi-occupied because place for you all to sit together.
Oh, Ileana would look around to see if there's anybody of the arcane.
Okay, give me a perception check, Eliana.
Uh,
Yeah.
The Oak Raven is.
Looking for the telltale sign, the one man sitting there with the tiefling seems to probably be the most. He reeks of arcane, but he doesn't seem to use it very much. There's a couple other arcane individuals scattered amongst, but I mean, you kind of look at this man, you understand he's probably a pirate, and he's heavily arcane.
Okay.
Are there any properly trained fighters in the?
Yeah, for
I mean,
Like
not
Grim,
not
yes.
pirates, not pirates.
yeah, still,
Soldiers.
yeah. There's mercenaries all over the bar.
Okay.
Raph looks at Nancy and goes, "Did you get your first divine sense? I know it can be overwhelming."
She chuckles. She's like, if only I had access to anything like that, my life would probably be a lot easier right now.
He looks concerned because he knows that Nancy's struggling with her half, and if anything happens to her, yeah. Is everything okay? I mean, as soon as we entered port, you got really withdrawn.
You know my history, I'm guessing? As one of the Queen's men, it's not exactly hidden.
Not all of it. I just know you have a slightly checkered past.
Let's just say some old friends aren't too far away.
Slightly checkered.
Just a little bit.
He nods and he goes, do you think they're going to be an issue?
I bloody well hope not. And she says that as quietly as possible to make sure Freya doesn't hear.
He nods and well, I'm nearby. I'm pretty sure every other one of us will be back if a fight breaks out.
I don't think even we could take down 2/3 of the tavern.
No, all you have to do is leave Kay in there and walk out. Give him a few minutes. He'll wild surge soon.
Tavern number 2!
Actually, Kay, you've drawn my attention.
Oh no.
He is in his natural habitat, a tavern.
In all fairness, it was Crystal that burnt down the tavern because she's the one that tried to dispel the wild magic.
We never.
Kay should take a level in Ranger and just nat favorite enemy taverns.
So this large individual walks over towards your table, standing right next to you, Kay.
Oh no.
You see this scaly black hand on his shoulder? Why, hello.
She's mine!
looks to Vince. You're not even a dragonborn.
I got what it counts where it counts, man!
Do you? There's this large, hulking black
She knows.
dragonborn. Roll me deception.
Ask her. She knows.
Oh my god.
Raph is very confused at what's going on.
Whispers.
And he goes, this is
Okay. He looks for V's. She hasn't given you the time of day. And he rolled an 18. With a +2 mod. He looks.
I grab the female dragonborn and
plant
one on her.
Oh my god.
Kay, are you still a wild magic sorcerer?
I am still a wild magic sorcerer.
Please wisdom save.
Oh, you fool, what have you done?
Maybe I'll turn you back, I don't know.
No!
Roll me a D100.
Nancy face palms as she sees this happening. What is he doing? This place is gonna burn.
Oh, what is that? What is that? Tell me.
Hold
I
on,
pray.
I'm looking it up right now. I had to scroll from Dragonborn. Sorry. 32.
He didn't that one.
Fitz, as you kiss.
He didn't that one. It's a 10.
No.
No.
This is based off wisdom. He gets
Yep.
too flustered. This is not just a spellcast. As you plant one on her, roll me a D2. Let's just see you roll a D2 and see if
Who, me or him?
either are. 2. Alright, Kay.
Yeah.
I need you to roll me something. I need to open up the proper file for this, okay?
Am I dying?
God.
Am I dying again?
Neither of you are dying. So that's good. But you're both definitely gonna experience something. So
Oh wait, I'm a dragonborn. I get 12 hit points just for being a dragonborn.
I'm gonna say this. I'm pretty sure right now Kay is definitely experiencing something.
This is not Kay's day, okay?
roll me a D16.
Am I changing races again?
No.
$11.
11. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Kay and Fitz both blink out of existence.
Oh, for God's sake.
The Black Dragonborn
I am
looks-
that good.
So, Kay, roll me a D999.
Oh no!
I'm concerned.
You should
It's a
be.
D.
Get us back. Get us back.
Oh no!
Oh,
You
God.
appear on the 849th layer of the abyss, surrounded by demons.
For how long?
You don't know. What do you both do? There are demons everywhere as they just look as you both, still while kissing, appear in front of a demon, a demon lord.
Boring Rad?
For the hell of it, yes.
I immediately cast invisibility on both of us.
I cast.
They
I
all
cast-
looks at you directly because they have true sight.
I'm stupid.
They start rushing towards you.
I'm casting banishment on the both of us.
Okay, roll me a D16 again.
No, banishment, they go back to their home
Okay,
plane.
they appear, and hold on. How will this work? Hold on, I need to think. No, I need to think because the wild magic and the banishment. Okay, they appear back at the tavern momentarily as the wild magic kicks back into effect. They both go back to the abyss because they're supposed to return you to where you were, but you banished in time. You're now back in the abyss as, okay, you're holding up banishment, you realize somehow banishment's holding you here. As they descend upon you again. Do you let go of your concentration?
Yeah, I'll let go of my concentration.
They about to grab you as, and they appear back in the tavern. A little bit freaked out.
So how it goes is he kisses me, we disappear. We come back, we disappear, we come back.
Raph leans over and puts out a singe on Kay's clothes. Like, just, you know.
They smell of demons, Raph. They
Divine
just smell.
sense.
They just smell. They're not demons, but they smell of demons. They were in the abyss.
Raph crinkles his nose and goes, "You smell like sulfur. Kind of like rotten eggs."
I don't suppose Ethan detects this as well.
No,
He's probably too low.
no, probably too low for now. To just get it
Nancy?
off
Wait, hold
Hell
on.
no.
I cast okay.
You never know.
Raph stares at them and is like,
Why has he rolled another wild magic surge?
Because I cast banishment.
I have no idea what happened, but something to do with demons. I'm thinking, should I be worried?
Kay flinches when you say demons.
Am I gonna have to take you out back and smite you?
I think we should never touch ever again.
Nancy's just like, guys, this isn't exactly keeping the low profile I wanted
No,
to.
everyone's watching your table now. Everyone.
Nancy shrinks as much as her plate armor will allow her to.
Raph's first
Roll me a
instinct.
stealth at disadvantage.
Raph's first instinct kicks in. He starts to wave.
Yeah, as does Freya. Hello.
An 8.
There are obscene gestures made back towards you, Raph. But they're directed at Raph, not to Freya.
I rolled an 8.
Uh-huh.
I have a +6. It's fucking 2.
Can
I rolled a fucking 2.
Can Nancy just withdraw her arms and legs and curl up in a ball inside the whole thing?
Kay is going to try and whisper. Kay is
Circle.
going to try and whisper to the Dragonborn. Please stick your.
No
please stick your
more
hands.
spells, please.
Please stick your hands off
Please
me.
take you upstairs,
please.
sure. And he just kind of starts lifting you up out of the chair.
What did he say?
Take you upstairs, of course. And he
No,
lifts
please don't.
you.
Please don't.
I tried. I'm sorry. Goodbye.
No.
Bye!
Anyone else?
Sir. Lay back and enjoy.
He looks to the little squishy.
Freya actually stands up and says, we'd actually like to keep our friends together, if please.
She just came into my life.
Can I watch it?
No!
Give me a persuasion, Fritz.
Wait, what did you say?
Well, I mean, I mean, Ralph kind of looks at Freya and goes, I didn't know you wanted to join in that kind
No!
No! Like,
He
she.
says, "See, I'll take the weird one, and then your friends will be together. He can watch."
Don't worry. I'll tell you how it goes.
No!
Turns the beet red between him and Raph, and this flustered beet red sits down, looks very, very uncomfortable.
Kay has a story to tell Vale later.
I don't even know what to do with this.
Nancy is trying to stop herself from getting up and kicking the shit out of the Dragonborn. The black Dragonborn, not Kay. Because she really doesn't want to draw any more attention to the party, but feels
You
like
don't want Kay to be raped.
Juliana, you were saying
You'd
something.
rather Kay not be raped.
Raph's an idiot. Not an idiot, well, he is an idiot, but he's not a total idiot. He stands up and looks at the Dragonborn and goes, look, all joking aside, my friend here doesn't want to go with you. Please put her back down.
He says, "But your other friend wants to come and watch."
Well, pick him instead. I don't know who he is. He's a little bit weird.
But he's with us. No. You leave them both here, you turn around and you walk away.
At this point, not based on your words, he just kind of lets his grip go and steps away.
Thank you.
He's around us.
I just realized Kay has an 8 in intimidation and a 12 in persuasion.
Mrs.
Raph tenses and looks over his shoulder as his
There's
shit.
a large group of individuals around you.
Group of what? Sorry, cut out.
Individuals around you.
Does Nancy know any of them?
Knows a good amount of them as there's a tap on your shoulder.
She turns around.
Yeah, he's standing right behind you.
She kind of waves. Hi.
Captain Locke. It's been far
pleasure
too
to-
long.
It's a pleasure to see you again. I hope you're keeping out of trouble.
One of us is still loyal. A word.
She nods and she walks off with him.
Most of the others kind of stand with you, but quite a few go back over to their table. They didn't take her outside. And he leans on the table. Well, it would seem the tables have flipped.
What do you mean by that exactly?
Well, last time we met, you caught me by surprise, and now I'm catching you by surprise.
It's not exactly by surprise. I knew you were here.
And you still came.
I don't really have much of a choice.
Kind of looks back over towards the table. This is your new crew.
They're friends, not my crew.
Raph waves.
So Freya does too, and actually kind of eyeballs the bar and gets up and starts to make her way over to it.
Atlan's trying to get Fritz to give him an eye patch also.
Ethan just keeps himself still.
He slowly reaches
Am
in.
I talking to the little raven or
You're
Amica?
talking to Amica and the little
Yeah,
ravens at the table.
Yeah.
Pulls out a sheet of paper. You realize the symbol on it. Being from Cold Harbor.
It is. Yep.
Places it on the table.
Mm-hmm.
Doesn't have your reach, reaches in for another one. You recognize the symbol on this one as well. It's from Cold Harbor, but not the seal of Cold Harbor. Puts it down and slides them across the table.
Whose seal is it?
It's the seal of the temple. In Cold Harbor.
Yep. She looks at both of the sheets of paper.
They're
What's on
sealed,
them?
you're opening them up.
Yeah.
Both are bounties for your head. The one from the temple for the theft of the Leviathan, as you are no longer a pirate,
Mm-hmm.
and the theft of one Dracon.
She pushes them both back towards him and says, well, for a start, the Leviathan bought itself into Penrith Docks. It's still sat there. It's being repaired. If you want it back, by all means, you can take it. And Dracon chose to stay with me.
And the second one, the seal of Cold Harbor, is for turning on the pirates and becoming Navy. Put out by the pirate lords.
She shrugs. If they want me, they can come get me.
He kind of rubs his hand together. I will give you the night.
But I will say this.
He raises his hand. He's not letting you talk, and you realize what you're not in the pirate position of power at this point.
Mm-hmm.
You know that when you have someone in a position, you usually don't let him talk either. He's eating up every moment of this, and you can tell it on his face.
Does he have the Pirate Lord medallion around his neck?
The which one? Yes, he does. He's seemingly taken your place in the hierarchy.
Yeah.
And he understands that I give you the night, but when we next meet, there'll be blood. In repayment because you were still a pirate when I took your crew. He stands up. He and the Ogreban, who kind of just looks at you, there's like a sympathetic look because of your position now. Like, he knows you're being hunted. And he kind of gives you a small nod and follows. The group that is around the table starts exiting. And just before he gets last steps, if any of you touch Locker or friends, I'll kill you myself. And he walks out.
Thank you.
He left both of the sheets on the table for you.
Yeah, she puts them into her bag of many things, bag of holding.
Bag of many things.
It's got many things.
Your purse. Bag
Yeah,
of
it's
many
even
things.
got, and she goes over to the bar and orders herself a rather large rum. It's been months. She needs a drink.
Told you I was a badass.
Well, I suppose that could have gone worse.
It really couldn't.
That's the noise came in right there.
That's all.
I mean, we could be in the middle of a bar fight.
She pulls out the two pieces of paper and kind of waves them, and she said, "It's a declaration of war. Really couldn't have gone worse." And she downs the very large rum.
Well, we could be dead.
The door swings open one more time.
She sighs.
It's the guard you guys met.
Lovely.
And is like, hello, and starts to wave.
Looks, the bar
Perhaps
is
just
sort
him.
of empty. Interesting.
Nancy looks at him and waves. Hi.
Yes. I would suggest, and he points to the door, making it before the end of the night. Nature of the city and all.
Oh, okay. I take it you're taking us there?
Yes, he's wanted me to deliver a message before I bring you there, so that he does not waste his time.
And what's the message?
If your tribute is not large, then don't bother coming tonight. You may wait till the morning.
We don't have till the morning.
I'm now aware of this. He points again to the door.
Yeah.
Did he give a description on what large would be?
That's not generally how it works. You make your offer and he deems whether it's worth it or not.
Nancy takes the two sheets of paper out of the bag of holding and she puts them in her pocket, like on the inside of her breastplate, and hands the bag of holding to Freya. Think you might need this.
Thank you. She nods to the dude, the guard, and is like, okay, if you could be so kind as to show us. Hold on just one moment. And she actually takes her teacup back to the bartender and sets it down and says, thank you, and turns around and leaves. Did he actually say thank you in return?
He did.
Aw,
None of you knew his name.
I didn't get the chance to meet him. I'm sorry.
Well, we did have some wild magic searches take up some time.
I'm sorry. I could not control that, okay?
So, y'all are kind of rounded up as you guys start your walk towards what seemingly is the fort of the island. You see increasing guards. You kind of go through a set of gates before before you even make it to the fort. You see like a secondary kind of city, more, less pirates, Nancy. So yay.
Yay.
More mercenaries, more of these trained fighters, even soldiers. Living
She
with
probably
families.
knows some of the mercenaries too, to be honest. It doesn't really make her feel any better.
No, probably not at all. There's a couple that do give you good dirty looks.
Yeah.
I know who you are. But they're not like, they're dirty looks because you probably fought on opposite sides. Or rather than they're dirty looks because, you became a Navy officer.
Yeah.
It's more like, I know.
Dirty looks because she killed her best friend, not because she betrayed the pirates.
There's probably a couple that you would give dirty looks to because they killed your men.
Yeah.
Vice versa. As you definitely brought the person with the most history with mercenaries and pirates to the island. With mercenaries and pirates.
One of the flaws on my character sheet is pirate.
You guys make your way up to these large kind of stone doors. You walk into a kind of courtyard-esque, barracks, kind of, up to the side, horses. There are no rogues here, are there?
I'm a rogue.
He's anything he
Roll
wants
me-
to be at the moment.
Roll me a perception.
22.
Nancy, having been a rogue, is it something she'd pick up on?
No, because she's more distracted at this point than anything else.
Fair enough.
You realize two of these doors in one of the corners is a vault.
Huh. The one that
Very
we're
heavily
walking
guarded.
past?
You
or-
walked in. You see as you're being led up towards this, what you would assume is the central kind of chamber, that off to the side there is a well-guarded vault.
I make
Something you
note.
pick up on.
Over the bond, if it's still up, I kind of inform the entire group about the two doors being a vault.
You get a lizard voice in your head going, "Please count the steps."
What?
Just do it.
Start counting the steps.
Over the top, like you hear him count every step he makes.
1, 2,
I
3,
know there's probably arcane.
5.
Like
If he points it out, yeah, you can give me an Arcana. Glancing at it.
Okay. Make Arcana too, if you don't mind.
Sure.
Ah.
Are you talking about counting the steps as
Definitely
in
magic there.
coming into this room, or?
No, the steps to the vault.
Look,
Just in case. Just in case.
I start counting the steps towards the vault.
You're walking towards the vault.
No, not
Guesstimate, man. Guesstimate.
estimating.
So there's definitely magic part of the door to the vault. You guys make your way up the steps into the these kind of large stone doors are opened to a long chamber, and you will finally see your tokens.
Did I count how many steps, or can I guess how many
Give me an
steps are
intelligence
just?
check.
Oh boy, good at this. 6.
7,432 steps.
Oh, fuck.
That's a lot.
7,400 and something steps.
He
Sounds
lost-
good to me.
That's a lot of tiptoeing.
He lost count.
Just made
Mister,
it
how
up.
many people are here? 1, 2, 3.
Is that Nancy? Why does her?
How many people here can cast fly?
Just
If
you.
you ask this over the bond,
I do ask this over the bond.
Ileana will say I can.
You
Oh.
can? Okay. Okay, out of character, do you have like 6 level slots?
I have 7th level Y.
Okay. Because there are 8 people here. If we both cast fly at 6th level, all of us can fly.
No.
Okay.
I
Sorry.
would love for you to attempt that. Okay, give me a perception, just because that thought crept into your mind.
Okay. Damn it. Oh, jeez.
I just want you to understand how bad of an idea that is.
It's a terrible idea, I know.
Roll a
Sorry.
Perception.
Okay.
Yeah, there are large ballistas on the walls,
Okay.
and they are manned.
Okay.
Like on the wall or on top of the wall?
On top of the wall.
Is this where we are?
Yes.
It's really nice.
Kind of walk your way into this thing. There is a man sitting on what seems it's not really a throne, but it's more like it's built up like kind of a throne, but it's not really throne-ish like royalty. You see the walls are adorned with what you can basically say beasts of all different nature, large, and he just kind of leans on his knees as he watches you all enter.
Is he human? Like,
He
what's
is a human.
what's the race?
Yep,
He is,
human
okay.
now.
I believe the waving commences.
Yes, the waving does commence, and she does smile brightly, as
All together.
Freya
now.
usually does.
Have Freya and Raph suddenly start to become in sync whenever they start to wave?
I'm
Is that...
gonna go with a yes because it's entertaining to me.
She goes, "Hello."
He raises an eyebrow at your hello and just nods.
Anton will nod.
Does he reek of magic?
You can Arcana check.
I'm sorry. After that hello, I'm just expecting. Have you heard of our Lord and Savior?
Later.
Freya?
They're just
Freya actually turns around and says, my name is Sephray, God blessed. We're obviously you're the commander, and we need to come and talk to you about moving about the archipelago. Am I correct?"
There's a nod, and one of the guards, of the many guards in the room, steps forward and says, and points to, like, you see how on the picture there's this like semicircle at the bottom of the stairs? Present your offering.
Oh.
Okay. She will present said offerings then. Shall I list everything for you?
You shall.
Okay. We have 1 healer's kit. We have 100 gold pieces worth of diamond dust. We have 2 greater healing potions. Freya will also say that I will offer you a day's worth of medical checks and healing for your people here. There are 2 flintlocks that are being offered. We have a set of mithril armor that is being offered, 2 water-breathing potions, an onyx worth 50 gold pieces, 10 platinum pieces, 2 marbles of wetness, 17,000 gold pieces, 2 magic candlesticks, 3 gold bars, 3 silver bars, 1 gold pearl worth 100 gold pieces, a carnelian worth 50 gold pieces, 2 more potions of water breathing. Oh, no, not those. Those 2 flintlocks. I believe, is that everything? I
Ileana
believe
would
that
have
is.
4 platinum.
Sorry?
Ileana would have added 4 platinum.
So that's 14 platinum total.
and a partridge in a pear tree.
Hold on. 17,000 gold?
Yeah, because I was given 1,500 plus there's 200 gold pieces in the pot.
Oh, so you mean 1,700 gold?
Yes.
Yes,
Oh.
1,700.
I'll put 19 platinum in there.
Make sure you're erasing these off your sheets.
I just did.
I've already gotten rid of them, all I've given.
Yeah, basically everybody that offered stuff.
Is there any handouts I need to delete?
Not for Kano, because he still has.
Of my 100 gold pieces worth of diamond dust. Now I'm down to 300.
Okay, I'll check that.
I will
the
delete
mithril armor.
2 of my greater healing potions.
And for the record, it's what mithril armor.
It's the mithril armor?
Yep.
I still have 5 motes of
It
dust
hurts.
and 2 marbles of wetness.
It hurts. Not Ethan. Ethan's fine with it, but it hurts me.
And I need to change yours, Caitlin, right? The amount of diamond dust?
Yes. It should now be 300 gold pieces worth of diamond dust.
Saved?
Yep, seen.
Anyone else that these potions? Do I need to erase any of the potions from anyone that I gave the potions?
Good.
No, because I didn't have them on things, but on my sheet, so I got rid of them.
As you kind of lay everything out and present it, one of the man who was talking to you looks, she says, is that it or is there anything else?
She shakes her head and says, "No, that's all."
He nods and turns and walks up towards the commander. And Ileana, he does not seem to be innately magical. He does have magical items on him. Kind of talks. He talks back to them. He comes back down to you, looks across all of you, and said, if that is it, then would like to check last time. Looks across. Last chance for anyone to add anything.
Can I make an insight check to see how he's like thinking of what they're right now?
Sure.
Yeah, does he want anything else, or would that be sufficient?
Who are you insight checking?
I want to
The,
insight. Yeah, the guy.
The captain, commander.
Looks like he's pleased.
Okay. I'm gonna roll him a bluff check. As he is trying to hide his reaction.
Actually, I think Freya will roll an insight as well.
Anyone else rolling an insight?
Because I feel left out.
I would just fuck it up, so don't worry.
You won't. You'll each roll different. You'll each get differently.
Yep.
Go on,
but
Fitz,
yeah.
you can do it.
I rolled a 22.
I'm waiting
Did-
for Fitz the nat 20. It's really what I'm waiting
So
for.
am I.
No.
So
There's a
close.
wall!
Fitz, you can't gain anything from him. Rap, you can't get anything. Sefri, Ileana, Kay, Ethan, Nancy, and Ant, you cannot read his expression. He rolled really high.
Good for him.
Nancy
Oh,
will say over the
19.
telepathic. Yeah, Nancy will say over the telepathic bond.
What?
I-
I rolled a 22.
He rolled a 19 on the die.
I will try a
Red
little something.
modifier.
Yeah, Nancy will
So
say
did
over
I.
the telepathic bond. I can't get a read on the guy.
Do you want me to offer my sword?
No, hold on. Let Fitz try.
I turn and look at Freya, and I'm not going to do the voice because it hurts after a while. And I go, I can't believe that you gave up that armor. You know who that belonged to. You know how much that's worth. And I try to deceive him by talking as quietly as possible.
Okay, roll me deception.
If you do this, Ileana will point out over the bond that it might not be the best idea to try to tell the story.
There are 2 individuals that will roll insight. One is the commander, and one is the guard standing in front of you. Because he would be genuinely curious.
Yeah.
They each have much different modifiers.
It's not really deception either, because
That armor did
it's
not belong to
myth.
some, but that armor did not belong to someone special.
Hey,
Martha's no one special.
how do you
You
say
try.
that?
Fired.
Yeah.
Did to Ethan.
I'd like to perception check the room. while we're just standing there waiting?
Sure. Roll me perception.
Can I roll?
Yeah, that was mine.
Yeah, while we're standing there, I want to roll perception also to see if there's like any roguish things I would notice.
Those
I will actually add 500 more gold pieces.
Okay. I mean, generally, what you guys gain from the room is it's full of guards. There's a number of trophies hanging on the wall. I mean, roguish things, no, but it's a fort. You are sure there's probably secret tunnels, and passages here.
Okay.
I'll
So you added another 500.
Yeah.
He nods if that is it. Looks across all of you one more time.
I'll add another 200 gold.
Okay. Again, he checks with everyone.
I'll add 15,000 gold.
15,000 gold.
What?
Yep, 1500.
Okay.
1,500 then.
15, oh, yeah, I don't have 15,000. Sorry.
I was gonna say.
Not say.
You can't tell, Nancy. Most of them have their faces are obscured. The guards. Yeah, they are in heavy armor.
I think that's it.
Yeah.
Okay. So again, he'll check one more time. Anyone else adding anything?
No, I think we're good.
Okay. He motions to two of the guards who come up and start collecting everything and walk out with it.
Obviously, she has to stay because she did offer a day's worth of medicine checks and healing. So,
Yeah. But they don't take you. You're not a possession.
yeah, no, I get that.
They pick you up, drag you out of the room.
Wouldn't be the first time.
Brad just waves. Bye, guys.
So he steps aside and says, "You may approach."
Yep.
Okay,
Ileana will
she
hop up.
steps up.
Yeah,
All
you
of
guys
us or
walk
just one
in, all
person?
of you.
Okay.
You know,
Should I stay? Should Kay stay down here? He's been a little surgy.
Can we do the monkey's walk? You know, when we link arms and walk.
If you'd like to, the
that's
maid
wizard
changes his
Nancy's gonna stay at the back of the group.
Kay will also stay in the back of the group with Nancy.
Raph walks up.
Alan walks up.
I think Ethan and Raph should like flank. Cedric.
He
I don't want to be in any way threatening to this guy.
Don't draw your weapon.
Yeah. But that's how we say hello. No, yeah, no.
No, that's how we say thank you.
And he looks to all of you. You requested this meeting.
Freya nods and says, I did, and I'm thankful that you agreed to meet us on very short notice. I know I didn't make an appointment beforehand.
He nods. You paid well worth my time.
She kind of smiles a little bit and says, I'm glad to hear it. We may need to come back more than once for the thing that we are looking for.
So you request admission to the island.
Please?
Explain to me why I should let... And he looks to you, Ant. He's going to make a roll. Because I know it is not well known. So he's going to roll for it.
He what?
He looks to you and he's looking you over. He's going to make a roll to see if he notices anything particular. But he's going to roll for it because I know it's not out in the open. I'm going to whisper you the roll. Okay?
Okay.
This way you know I'm not just bullshitting you. And he then looks to Freya. And he then looks to Raph.
Raph smiles.
Raph's still in his normal armor. A Penrith Queensguard. He looks to Nancy. a former pirate with a large bounty on her head, and now a naval officer. He looks to Ileana, to Ethan, looks to Fitz. Interesting, a lizard folk. And then looks to end at Dragonborn. So outsiders and two members of, well, one of relative high importance, and the other just a member of the guard. Access to the rest of my island.
She looks at him and says very sort of matter-of-factly, we're looking for a cure in regards to a strain of lycanthropy that has been affecting a great deal of people.
He looks to you and doesn't seem to, like, you can easily gauge, like, he's not hiding all his reactions. We have no lycanthropy here.
I know, but the cure that we are looking for may be here.
And what makes you say that?
We've been tracking down a relic.
Motion for you to continue.
It's a relic that is a holy relic, for the lack of a better term, that will help cure a friend of ours that is currently suffering from a very feral strain of lycanthropy.
Raph then says, if it spreads, again, feral, it mindless violence attacks everything in sight, kind of thing.
So this holy relic, where is it here?
She shakes her head and says, I don't know. All I know is that it's somewhere within this island chain.
And how
Unless you happen to already know where it is.
My dear, this is the first I've heard of it. A holy relic, all in the open markets, could be worth quite a bit.
Can I insight him
Mm-hmm.
on that?
I think it's pretty clear what he wants to do with the relic.
Who else was inciting him?
I think Ileana was. Yep.
Raph kind of points out, well, perhaps someone gave it to you as a trophy.
Kay, you can't read him.
Oh.
Ileana, you can't read him. Freya, you believe that he's being honest.
I have no doubt that it would probably be worth a lot of money. But the stake of the health of people is at risk if we don't get a hold of it. That includes your people too.
And then, if my people are at risk, and he looks, and he leans up, kind of sits up for the first time in the conversation, then why would I let this cure leave my island? Leave my people?
Because you might be able to broker a deal with the people who it does belong to.
Well, you don't have lycanthropy here, you said.
And you don't have the lycanthropy here.
Exactly, but if it poses a threat, as she says,
As it does to the rest of the world?
the rest
And
of
if we can find this now, we can limit the spread of this strain of lycanthropy and avoid it ever becoming an issue for your people.
but you
We're
can
the ones
limit.
We're the ones taking the risk of getting infected in the end. You sit back and watch from relative safety.
What you don't understand is this: the rest of the world is not my concern. It isn't. My job is to worry about my people.
And Penrith is a mere 5-hour sail from here. How easy do you think that it will spread from Penrith to here if we don't
But
put a stop to it
if
now?
I have the cure, then my people will be fine.
Okay, but
Yes,
you won't
but
have the
do
cure
you know
because you
how to
won't let them
use
find
it?
it.
And you don't know what you're looking for.
I am looking for apparently the same item that you're looking for.
But you don't know what it looks like. You don't know where to look.
I know where to look. I can turn this island over today if I need to. Every stone. I can hire a mage and have everything go through him.
Well, that won't work. It's a good try, though.
By all means, roll me deception.
That's not deception. As far as I know, scrying doesn't work.
No,
So
he means hire a mage to look at the items.
To look at the what?
Look at the items and find the random trinket that's magical. He could hire.
Oh, well, that'll
mages.
work.
Raph turns around and says, if everyone else is werewolves, who's going to hire you?
If everyone else is werewolves, then we don't need to be hired. We can
Everyone else
simply
is
kill-
werewolves.
We can simply kill and take.
Yeah, but
Kill
then you run risk of your men getting infected.
you- Saying that you are going to kill and take things from
Raph
entire
holds up a hand. He goes, if everyone is a werewolf, but your people, how are you going to replenish your numbers?
He looks to Raph, and I mean, I know you're a guard, but you do realize how reproduction happens, right?
No, I get that, but that takes time.
Freya turns red.
If you're
That's how we
surrounded
replenish
on
our
all
ranks here.
But
if you're surrounded on all sides by a werewolf, and there are no shipping vessels being sent out anymore,
He raises a finger. You've also said they're feral. Feral would mean they don't know how to pilot ships.
yeah,
which would mean there would be no ships coming out here.
there would be no ships. But that means you'd have to go onto other land, unmapped land,
She
unsecure.
motions for Raph to hold on. She looks at the men and says, there may have been someone here already that may have actually had the feral strain of lycanthropy.
Oh.
And you may have let him go.
And who would this man be?
I'm sure the guard told you what it was, hence why we're here now.
You're here now because I had time. Who is the individual you think that is behind all of this?
She smiles a little bit and says, I can tell you his name. However, I would like to have access to your island.
He
Fucking
leans
hell, Freya.
back, crosses both arms. Guards, please take 3 steps closer and draw your weapons. They do. You're the armor. That would be a lie. I don't like deceivers in my court.
Oh, that's just
That's strike 2.
Why is it strike 2?
He motions to your lizard friend. That armor never belonged to anyone special. He passed his insight. So did the guard in front of him. Nat 20 and a 19. They rolled really well. They rolled shit against Larry.
Balls!
They rolling well. Nothing, not a bad idea. But he just leans back forward. I have not said no or said that you can't have the relic. We are discussing things here. If you want full access to my island, you better be forthright with your information. He sits back up.
She says, fine. The name is Lord Rohar Breaker, the Rohar Breaker.
Rohar Bracker.
Yeah,
Rohar Breaker.
Rohar Bracker.
Right.
Yes, Lord Bracker. He waves two fingers from one of the corners, because you can't see inside those corners. On each side, kind of not a man dressed in armor. He looks more arcane, if anything. Kind of walks up and brings him a book. He takes it and he starts flipping through the pages. Lord Bracker hired 8 individuals, did not enter the city, did not leave the ports. 8 mercenaries to accompany him.
Oh.
And did any of them return?
To my knowledge, from our men, you have 3 of them locked up in motions to Raph, and then motions to Nancy. Their cells.
How about we return your men? 3 of them that we can return.
Freya glares daggers at Raph and says, no.
It's a fair trade.
No. He was poisoning the wells on the way here.
Oh,
no.
He leers his hand. Dear cleric, Freya, correct?
Yes.
I do not wish for Bracker.
Yeah, no.
He is
You
not.
just want your
He
God
is not
back?
from this island. I could give 2 shits about his faith.
You just
His
wish
fate.
for your guards
I
back.
wish for my men back.
Okay, she looks at Raph and says that the guards are fine.
Yeah,
Bracker, no.
That was
Nancy,
all.
yeah. Nancy looks to Freya and she said that it may be something we would be able to arrange, though we can't promise anything.
What are your guards' names who are missing?
He killed one of them.
What is their entire life story, Seb?
Hold on. I was ready because Firefly was here. So, ladies and gentlemen, the guards. I even have small backstories and family names.
Oh, God.
Good man.
Baneth Stanlyer, Darren Rock, and Fellar Smythe are the 3 that you have in. All 3 are human males, approximately 6'1" to 6'3" in height. All wear dark armor, carry great swords. Fierce men in battle.
I see. How long have they been in your service?
Since my service, I've only been commander for about 1.5 years. And they have all born and raised here. So at the age of 7, they began their training. And would have been in the service.
Nancy laughs.
They're very dedicated then.
Raph actually.
Do you know how long they served before you?
They're all approximately. Baneth is 27, so that would be 20 years. Darren is 38, so that would be 31 years. And Fellar is 54, so that's, God, this one, why did I do it? 47 years.
But yeah, when he says they've been training since the age of 7.
He looks to Ileana at the end and says, there will be a quiz later.
She's scribbling madly with notes.
Oh, where did they train? Kay says.
I can show you if you think you can survive.
No, thank you.
Raph actually looks at. Can't remember his name. Shit, I'm that tired.
What? The commander?
Yeah.
None of you
We
asked
don't know
his
his name.
Firefly.
No, you haven't asked the name.
I know. Firefly's abandoned me.
What's your
I'm getting it so I can copy it so you have the spell.
Thank you.
Honestly, I find the fact that you know each of your men's name, off by heart, and you know how long they've been serving you, kind of something worthy of respect.
He nods to you. So, here is my deal for you. You come back with my men, and you are allowed access to the island for your relic.
Okay.
on a pledge that if this disease spreads, you will send aid. I need that in your queen's writing.
The queen.
I don't believe that's difficult.
Raph will actually step forward and God will do one better. I will pledge as a Queen's Knight to come back and help you take care.
And what if you die? I would like your queen's writing, therefore it is...
Raph
needs to be
looks
held up. And you get that this is he appreciates the gesture, but at the same point, your pledge to him, if someone challenges him and he loses the battle, your pledge is to someone that's no longer in power. This is a pledge from office to office.
Raph nods understanding and goes, I will send word back and see if she will send writing for this, because this is important.
Pretty nuts.
Not just Henry who wants to stay here.
Knowing our queen, I'm sure she would accept the offer.
Freya looks at him. Oh, go ahead, Firefly.
When we have your guards, how should we contact you to let them know that we're ready to come back?
Just arrive in the docks. They'll be granted access to this chamber.
Okay. Thank you.
And you along with them, of course.
Yay.
That's just, I won't be returning.
For your own health, I doubt that is. I believe that is a wise choice.
She nods.
Yeah. No, that's for later.
What do you do with all the offerings you get?
We use them to pay for the families that can no longer provide for themselves.
Nancy smiles.
Well, at least I'll know my mithril armor is being put to good use.
If a soldier should die like the apparent 5 others, his family at that point, if he had not been a young man, wouldn't be able to provide for his family for the rest of their lives.
That's very
That's
kind of you.
rather honourable.
He nods.
Raph actually has this look on his face like, if things turn south, I hope we get to do some work together.
There's always jobs that we have.
Well, he kind of chuckles a bit. You know where to find me.
Yes, hiding behind your walls. And he smiles. And you get it was a good nature rib.
Yeah, he takes it. He technically has been.
Mind you, the guards are still surrounding you, like weapons pointed, even though his word is light. He hasn't given them a different command. They are standing in complete attention.
This is Raph. You can take a hit.
So, do we have a accord?
We will do what we can to uphold our end of the deal.
Yes.
He looks across at you. Anyone else have anything then?
Freya actually looks to the rest of her group and says, I'll be staying for at least a day, but don't wait for me. I can get home on my own.
Nancy's just like, I've got 24 hours and I won't be coming back to pick you up.
He looks to you and just, Freya.
Yes.
I think it's best you return with your compatriots. While your offer was indeed generous, we do have those to take care of our sick. And if the situation is as dire as you have all attempted to paint the picture, then I believe you will need every resource at your disposal before you return here.
She nods and she says, for the record, I would have stayed.
I'm aware you would have. That's why I'm allowing you to leave. He looks across us, and I will throw one last thing into the deal. I will send a few of my men to go and search out any leads as well.
There's a little part of Raph which comes from the whole, paladin training. That's like, I want to come back to this place. Maybe stay a while. It seems like a nice place.
It does, in all honesty, seem like a really nice place.
It does. Minus the pirates and the mercenaries everywhere.
It's a port.
Yeah.
Penrith Port has pirates.
Yeah.
If you spend time on the
Nancy was
docks,
one of them.
if you spend time on the docks, you're surrounded by pirates.
That's
As long as they're not,
that's
as long as they're not pillaging the ships that are arriving in Penrith, Penrith Navy relatively stays out of their business.
that's the welcome mat where you wipe your feet. This is the nice area,
Nancy takes a small step forward and she's just like, Commander, may I ask something?
He nods.
How often does the Smiling Tempest dock here?
Personally, they are not admitted into the city. You would need to talk to the dockmaster for that to be forthright with you.
Thank you.
He nods.
Raph is gonna be honest here. Yeah, can I come back and maybe, I don't know, get training or something? I don't, just, this place feels pleasant.
You know your price of admittance. Emotions. That's the deal.
Let's not continue to waste this gentleman's time.
Okay, let's
I
head.
do have one last question before you all, and you see him raise his hand and just wave his two fingers down. All the guards simultaneously swing and put their greatswords back on their back and take steps away from you, back to their positions. One last question. As we will be looking into leads for you as well, how did it get here? Because it definitely did not come through the docks.
Came here
Nancy
through
looks to Freya.
Yeah, it came here through a teleportation circle.
Well, at least it gives us a place to start. And he nods to you.
Thank you.
There's a question I wanted to ask, but I can't see on my sheet right now.
Okay, Whispers, just thank you.
Speak up, woman. It's hard to hear you.
Kay looks around for a moment before realizing the woman is him. Oh, jeez.
It's okay, honey. You can talk.
God.
Nice.
I'm gonna scoot away from the lizard for a moment.
Like Ethan's trying to stand
Or to
there,
the-
look like professional, and then this is going on behind him. He's trying to laugh.
He says, understand, we don't... Granted, it's different, a lizard folk and a dragonborn being in a relationship, but it's quite alright.
Nancy kind of puts her hand up. She's like, if you don't want this place to accidentally blow up, I would stop talking.
He raises an eyebrow and says, then again, you may all leave quickly now.
It's not a threat, we
She
swear.
nods like that's a very good idea.
Like,
Raph salutes and kind of starts to herd everyone out the door. Like, come on, he said go.
I wanted to ask about the temples.
No, not right now. Not until we feel...
Firefly closes her book for
I was
just
gonna-
this game. She's like, I had a whole notebook of questions. There's a single tear on the other side of the fourth wall rolling down Firefly's face right now.
And Raph currently kind of carrying her over his shoulder, like, fuck, no, this seems like a bad idea. Let's go.
So, you all make your way right back to the ship and leave?
As quickly and as stealthily as possible.
Fitz, just because this is a pirate town, it's not Penrith, roll me a perception.
Oh my god, there's mice everywhere, aren't they? Aren't there?
Yeah.
Rats. Big fat ones.
No, literally. Drats.
There is some big rats and mice on the way out.
Nancy
You may roll me
grabs
acrobatics or athletic fits to grab as many as you can.
Nancy grabs Fitz's tail and drags him to the ship.
No! No!
You get 11 of them on your way out. As she's screwing, you're flicking around as she grabs your tail, just scooping them up, sticking them in your person.
Juicy sweet.
As she gets to the docks, she's like, Fitz, put the rats down. You are not bringing them on my ship.
They're already on your ship.
They won't survive. They won't survive the travel, trust me.
If I find one rat running around my ship by the time we're in Penrith, I will hang you by your tail above Penrith docks.
Oh, sexy. But no, it is fine.
Raph looks at Nancy, goes, he eats rats? What do
Kay
you
looks
think-
over at Raph. Yes.
Handy to have on a ship.
Yeah, very handy to have on a ship. Stops the spread of plague. Keep him on the ship for a while. Employ him a little bit, you know?
Nancy might be tempted once she's seen him fight.
So, you guys get back on the ship, depart back to Penrith. You arrive late at night with at least a promise of an easier path forward. And that, ladies
One
and
shot's
gentlemen,
finished and it's not 6 a.m.
Oh my god,
Then we're down to
Ileana's
the next
naming
one
the
shot.
lads.
Holy hell! A one shot worth no fighting. I've never experienced this before.
So, bye Twitch!
Bye.
Bye,
Twitch.
Bye, Twitch.